Number 5. I wasn't that motivated to do one of these today, but it seems like it'd be a good idea to just put down the day. It is the 31st of December, and that is New Year's Eve. And I'm standing by the river, the spot that we like, how could I describe that? Where the piece of wood was sticking into the bank that I eventually was able to take some of it home. That's where I am. And then this part here anyway, the river is flowing along quite strongly. You can hear it. There's a trunk of a tree in front of me, so it's splashing. Now, today is the 31st of December, but it is really like April the 25th. I'm wearing just a jumper, no coat, because it's really hot. Blue sky, but a warm breeze. It's quite something. And everything is a lovely shade of blue and above and green. And it is the last day of the year. Me and Flo are having a quiet time of it at home. Did some shopping this morning. We were open this morning, actually, just in case we'd have some clients. We didn't have anybody, except Tuco came along with us. We had a rare morning with Tuco. And yeah, we didn't have anybody, but it's the end of the year, so I printed out the monthly Z, finished the week, and decided to go for a walk on my own without Tuco, because Flo walked home from the Connemara with Tuco, so he's not tired. I mean, he's not in the mood for another walk. And we got some raclette. We're going to have some raclette tonight. And then maybe we'll watch some Frasier again or something, to do something together for the end of the year. I am in the middle of an Anno obsession last couple of weeks. I've got my empire up and running. I'm in Trevelyan. I can never remember how to pronounce the place. And the Arctic. Everything's up and running. And I've got my towns, Russell, Brannigan, Stockburn. And I'm just considering doing different things. It's a hell of a game, this Anno. There's so many possibilities and so many ways and things to try out, you know. Like at the moment, I'm contemplating setting up an island that'll just handle all the crops I need and transporting all that stuff to my main island and getting rid of all the crops and all the pigs and all the sheep from that island, and just transporting things. Now that I've got the large container ships that have 6 slots, it's pretty easy to transport quite a large quantity of stuff. And I've got no AI, so I've got access to all the islands, so I could literally have one island dedicated to one specific thing, like one island maybe just for all the stuff the workers need, let's say, or one island just for crops. One island could just be maybe for if I developed it a bit, could be just for, I don't know, windows, steel, glass. And because of this, the game can just go on and on and on. You can play it endlessly, you know, and not to mention all the stuff in the Arctic and Trelane. Anyway, that's what I'll be doing at some point tonight. It really is my drug at the moment. It's all I think about. In terms of the crypto market, for the record, I guess I listen back to these things in the future at some point. I've got 5 audio files. This is the 5th one here. I got 5 on this device, my Philips device. I need to upload them. Plus some more epilogues from the streets of San Francisco that proved very successful on my YouTube channel. Yeah, for the record, the cryptocurrencies, what a damn squid it's all been. I can't help but think, that, when we say, well, we've invested 53,000 and we've got 70, so we've made like great profit, but we would have made that profit kind of really if I almost hadn't invested anything at all in this whole year. At least was the second half of the year, and if, in fact, everything that I've done since April of this year, which is like 8 months, just hasn't earned a penny, hasn't earned anything. All those coins that I've invested in, Thema, I'm not too sure about Polkadot, but Chainlink, Solero, the gaming ones, any of them, I can't remember them, but they've all just dropped. Litecoin, Ethereum Classic, holy fuck, I invested at them, and then I'd say they must be 80% less than what they were when I invested. So it's kind of nice that we've covered ourselves with the initial bets, if you like. But at the same time, I haven't really had any kind of winners in the many different things that we've tried over the course of the year, and we will really stop now. I'm really feel at this point done with it. I mean, obviously, if stuff starts to take off, that's when psychologically you start to think, maybe we need to get into this, blah blah blah. But I feel a definite shift in me, and we don't really have tons of savings lying around anymore. So I really feel the deed is done, and what I'd like to do now, because it's just been, it's just depressing looking at it. I suppose for the record I could try and throw out some numbers in case in 10 years time this may be interesting. ADA briefly went up to 155, now it dropped back again and it's around 130. And this is the thing, something starts to go up a little bit and then drops more. And that's been going on for months, not days or weeks, months with ADA. So it's down to about 130, maybe even less, maybe 120. Bitcoin is around 47, but could be 46. Ethereum, which looked like it was firmly on its way to 5,000 at one point, is now around 3,800 at the moment. The Binance coin is down below, it's around 550. Polkadot was on its way up in the 40s at one point, now it's about $28. Thema, I'd suppose maybe 4 or 5, never really did anything. Litecoin, Ethereum Classic, I don't know, very low. All like that really. Solano, we did 250, I think was when we bought it. Because it was just one of those things, it was going up week after week after week, and we kept thinking we're missing out, and then we bought it and it didn't go any higher. It's not 258 now, it's about 140 or something. And that's it. I don't know if you hear this recording as I'm doing it now, my mind is I'm hot. It's really warm. I'm wearing a new jumper Flo got me for Christmas. It's heavy and I'm sweating, and it's weird sweating like this time of the year. Sweating and a bit tired, and but if you're listening to this in the future, maybe those crypto figures will mean something. Where I stand right now on this 31st of December 2021, I have no idea. I'm totally neutral. I have no idea what they're going to do. I am not convinced in any way from listening to YouTubers. I've totally gone off the YouTubers. It's such a joke. You have the same guys going on about Bitcoin going to hit 100,000 next week. They're still doing it. They do it every day. Cryptos are us, George guy. He makes the same video every day. There's a lot of panic out there. There's a lot of panic. A lot of people seem to be a bit scared. Don't be. Huddle. Everything will be great. That's what he does that video every day. And so I don't pay any attention to that anymore. I really would like to delete all the apps, although, like Flo says, you don't want to get to a situation where you just start, you can't remember anymore. I mean, I know I've got it written down, but it is good in a way to keep tabs on things and to keep using all the technology, you know, the wallets, to transfer things once in a while, just to maybe take things back into cash once in a while, just to remember everything works. So that, because if you were to leave everything for 2 years and technology keeps moving on, you might get to the point where you just don't have a clue what to do anymore. But I'd like to put them on my mind, I really would. I'd like to stop looking at the markets every day and just forget about it. Because, you know, it's been just kind of depressing now for, I don't know, 4 or 5 months in a row. And I've had enough of it. But an investment is an investment, and you just have to wait and see what happens. Otherwise, the Connemara, where 2 people came in a couple of days ago, and they want to do a rotary roast chicken, and the woman apparently has all the business plan worked out, and then she knew about SASEM, the music people, and they seem legit, and well, we'll see. Who knows the way 2022 will go. The Omicron virus is just going through everybody rapidly, and we have to see how that turns out in the new year. And yeah, it's just I just wanted to document this New Year's Eve in this year 2021, which will soon be 2022. In fact, it'll be 2022 in less than a day. So there. We'll be back to work Wednesday. And I don't really have any more news. My mum and Martina are gone to Marbella for the New Year. I don't know how that happened, but must have got a deal or something. I haven't been home for a long time, and I still have to say, I don't know if it's sad or not, but I don't feel any great motivation either to go. Maybe I will next year at some point. We'll see. Have to go at some point. It's the thing to do, you know. But we'll see. And I guess that's about it. I'm coming up to the road here, heading back to the house. And I should say goodbye and wish myself a happy new year.